If you're not starting keys with 30 million plus DPS, you're doing it wrong. Today I'm going to show you how exactly to explode every pull as an Unholy DK with openers that slap the scales in every single key. This video goes very fast. If you need, just pause, follow along with the action tracker on the left, and let's get right into it. At the beginning of packs, you have one job: make sure everything is grouped. You have 2 grips and then grippy hands. So you're going to start off with grip hands, and then wherever the tank is going to be planting, you are going to drop Death and Decay. Scourge Strike, while inside of Death and Decay, hits 7 targets. So it's basically an AoE button. You need to make sure if you're in AoE situations and single target, because it does drop Festering Wounds with your Death and Decay, it needs to be down pretty much on cooldown. It is so important. This will set up your entire rotation for the next set. So while we're grouping it up, we drop our Death and Decay, put our Dark Transformation. Our pet is dotting everything for us for 6 seconds, so we don't have to worry about it whatsoever. As soon as we use all of our Vampiric Strikes, we want to fish for our Blood Beast. Once our Blood Beast is out, we want to just spam Epidemics and then use our Vampiric Strike whenever we possibly can. But if we have 20 targets right here, our Vamp Strike does not hit all of them, so Epidemic, as long as I have my Virulent Plagues out, will be exploding for mass AoE here. So that is a basic overview. So now let's really break down exactly what you need to do in each dungeon to be able to successfully be pulling these off. So we're real quick gonna just go over some of the small interactions you must know. So Blood is Life, Vampiric Strike, chance to summon a Blood Beast and attacks for 10 seconds. This is your main damage, and that's why once we use our Dark Transformation right here, our Scourge Strike turns into a Vampiric Strike. That Vampiric Strike has a chance to summon a Blood Beast for us. Our Blood Beast is one of our main damages. Blood is Life right there did 17% of my damage on that pull. This is a absolute massive button, and it can only be spawned by using your Sun Lane hero talent, and that gives you your Vampiric Strike. It replaces that Scourge Strike, and that Scourge Strike, Vampiric Strike, can give you a Blood of Life. This is your bread and butter. This is what you will be doing your mass AoE with. Your Epidemics and your Death Coils will indeed be refreshing the cooldown while you are in Dark Transformation. So if I Dark Transformation and I use these, see how it went to 14 seconds there? Went back to 13 seconds, and it ticks like that. So overall, you need to be constantly making sure that if you're at cap here, or if you're capping on these, you need to make sure that you're using your either Death Coil Epidemic to increase the duration of your Dark Transformation, because you can get this Dark Transformation, and there's times where I'm at 10 seconds left, and legitimately in 10 seconds again, I just hit my Dark Transformation. It is so OP. So the more Epidemics and the more Death Coils you use during your Dark Transformation, you will just absolutely blast. So next we have to take a look at the Unholy Assault. When you use Unholy Assault, you see how we're going to not use this mob right here. This one right here. This mob has no stacks on it whatsoever, and I will Unholy Assault. Boom. I am already at 5 stacks. So, and then my pet probably autoed him, and that's where I got the other stack, and my pet autoed him again. So I have 6 total stacks of Festering on there. When I pop a Festering with my Scourge Strike, it will then give me a stack, and I want to infinitely pretty much stack my haste. So when you can, you want to be popping these to get your haste, or excuse me, your strength buff. Your strength buff goes really well with your Unholy Strength. Your Unholy Strength increases your percentage of strength. So we're really trying to do our best to scale this as high as possible. And right here you can see that it's about to fall off. Boom. So we want to make sure that we're constantly attacking the target with our Festering Strikes. Our Death Coil Epidemic increases the duration of your current Dark Transformation. Death and Decay needs to be down at all times. It does turn your Scourge Strike into an AoE Scourge Strike, which is very important. We have 2 grips, so do not be afraid to use them. You can use your grips as a kick or as a stun, legitimately anything. And then the grip hands only pulls 1 target at a time, but it will only pull the same target once every couple seconds, so you can tell which one is probably going to kick. And so you can like grip one with that, grip another one with your other grip, kick the other one, stun the other one, blinding sheet these. There's so many things to do. Make sure that you have your keybind for your gnaw here. There's a lot of different things that you can do in the Death Knight talent tree, but we won't go too much into those. The important parts are you're popping your wounds, you're using all epidemics, and you're always trying to make sure that you're hitting on that first target that you Unholy assaulted, because it does have the Festering Wounds on there. You want to pop your Festering Wounds, you will get more strength, and then you will do more damage. If your Blood of Life spawns while you're doing the most ascended damage ever, he will then do more damage. So overall, you want to continue to always be hitting the bosses at all times. You can also take out your Wraith Walk and put it into Soul Reaper. So I've been going back and forth with these, back and forth, and I think Soul Reaper, I'm just going to put it on. I don't ever feel so out of position that I need Wraith Walk, so if you're out of position a lot, or I'm not really sure, Wraith Walk seems good, but Soul Reaper is just another button that you can use, and then it refreshes it basically gives you a Rune of Corruption and makes your runes come back way, way faster for you. So it's a good button. It's good to hit. I think this is, I will be playing with this for a little bit longer. I still don't know if I absolutely must. Basically, when you get into a pull, you're going to use your grip hands, find any casters, group them, put your Death and Decay down. Make sure this guy has aggro, because you're going to do so much damage. And when your pet is down, you will Dark Transformation into your Unholy Assault, and then you will just constantly Vamp Strike until you get rid of 6 Unholy Runes. And then you will either, if there are more than 7 targets with Virulent Plague on, you will use your Epidemic. If there are less than 7 targets, then you will use your Death Coil. If you do not need to, if there's 8 targets and you only need prio damage, then you could probably look into maybe doing Sudden Dooms and focusing a little bit more on that. But generally speaking, if you have those Virulent Plagues, it's going to be worth using it, because the Virulent Plagues will blow up on your main target. Epidemic does a decent amount of damage. It does help sometimes, especially if you have like a Blood of Life out, you're getting that extra DPS in, and the Blood of Life will explode for more damage. So your baseline 7 targets is where you'll switch. If you have 7 Virulent Plagues out, you will switch to your Epidemic. If you have less, or you're basically at single target, if you're at 3 targets, you're always going to just be using Death Coil. It's nice and simple. If you're looking at 15 targets, you hit that Epidemic button. Do not press Death Coil in a 16 target fight. You are not going to do more damage with Death Coil. It is astronomical how much damage that can do. So I hope this helps. Make sure that you're just using your grip hands. Put your Death and Decay down. As soon as you put this pet out, see how everything is dotted? It is so nice. Unholy Assault goes on main target, and then I just stack up my wound. Look at this. I mean, I am at 16, 17, 18 stacks already. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So I'm having a lot of fun with Unholy DK right now. I will continue to play this. I have some more Havoc videos and Havoc ideas coming out, but we just I created this guy last week. I think we got most 14s done, and I'll play a couple keys later, but so far, this is how you blast as Unholy DK. I hope it helps. Subscribe for more Mythic Plus, Mage, Havoc content, and I will also be playing PoE and PoE 2. Thanks, guys.